And good evening all, and welcome to Thursday. It's going to be a pretty quick fire show this week, or as quick fire as I can be. We've got plenty of VT to get through. We've got some VT from Verey Bowring from Bakefest. I know you've had a lot of VT from Bakefest and talk from Bakefest this week, but a little bit more won't hurt. So we've got that to get through. We've got some VT, well, not some VT, but Bob's going to have a look at the Atlantis for you and give his thoughts about that. And there's some mixing from me. Yes, mixing from me. Yeah, really. Don't die a shock. We're going to get through that as well. So we're going to get straight into it. We're going to get into the VT from Verey Bowring. So if we go straight to that first and play the VT, please.
And here we are. This is Verey Bowring, and this is the campsite for Vakefest 2015. And as you can see, it's 5:15 and the place is filling up fast. And here we see the lesser spotted man. It's the bearded man.
Outside his natural habitat.
I did say. Here we see the Chief Keef attempting to assemble a tent. We'll come back to that later. So evening at the Vakefest site, and the sun is out, folks. As you can see, it is getting busier. And if I can get it in shot. Yeah, nice. There's people hot air ballooning over the area. This is the campsite, and over in that direction are all the marquees for the vendors. And the forums. But loads of people showing up. And progress has been made by Chief. Here we have Liam, Vapors and Power. He's come ready for the weekend. Apparently that's wine. So he's definitely come prepared. As long as he doesn't try to do a talk after he's had the wine. Vape Fest is in 4 hours or so. We have this lovely sunrise, and that's looking towards the marquees for the event. And we have the sea of campers stretching right to the gates. All the way around here. Yes, lovely product from Mr. Gary, I believe.
And that one.
So, yes, just before opening, that was Gary Dibley. Now, and here we go, the vapors and power.
We're about around
12, Simon Thurlow, Unridian Man, engaging with politicians. 3 PM, Simon Clark from Forest and Puddle Coat. Brilliant.
Well, I've got my... Right, I now have 2 spare shirts. The thing is, I want this.
Perfect.
I want this one for...
Morning, sir. Looking good.
Right, thank you.
Yes. Look, everybody, come and get order your lovely vapors and power stuff.
Have you signed the Welsh identity? She likes
Here we see the crowd gathering for the first raffle.
I can't take her anywhere. I can't find the...
Good morning. So, Vape Fest Day 2. First time there's been a second day Vape Fest. And as you can see from the camping area, lots of people stayed. I don't know if they're going to stay all day, but all the catering vans are still here. Most of the vendors still seem to be here. Not quite as nice weather as yesterday though. The cloud is moving off, but hopefully we'll get another nice day. All good things must come to an end. It's home day. This is the campsite, well, last night. It's Monday morning. And all the people are gone and the bins are full. So, what did I get at Vape Fest? Well, I got a pen. Okay, it wasn't just the pen. I got the liquid as well. But I got this pen. And this liquid. Not connected, those two. I got that badge. Which, it must be said, was also important because I got this card. And you know, you just have to go and get things. So, I got that. It's a Zephyrus. But I got a Subtank Plus as well. And you know, I even got coffee. But what's more important is I got to see everyone that I haven't seen since, well, the last Vape Fest. And hopefully there'll be many more.
Often imitated, never duplicated. Award-winning service and products from cloud9vaping.co.uk.
Dripper selection boxes now come in 0 and 3mg strengths. So tell Dripper the kind of flavours you like and we'll send you 70ml of some of the world's most exciting flavours every month. With free delivery anywhere in Europe, treat yourself to a Dripper box today.
Dripper.co.uk.
back. Thanks to Verey Bowring for that bit of VT there. Hope you all enjoyed that. And that's the last bit of Vape Fest stuff that we'll be talking about, I think. Right, on to other things. Now, Bob, are you awake?
I am, kind of, yes. Just.
Kind of, just, yeah. How's your back anyway, by the way?
Getting better now, thanks mate, getting better.
Good. Now, I hear, was it Trevor from chat? Gave you an Atlantis not long ago.
He did, Trevor G from chat, he came around to see me last week.
Trying to get you into sub-homing.
No, he just wanted to come around and kick me in the back more. He's a nice fella like that, he really is.
Yes.
No, he told me so it's about time I stopped being a dinosaur and joined the human race. So he kind of gave me an Atlantis version 1, the Aspire Atlantis version 1. For a couple of coils, I said, give it a go. So I've been giving it a go. And yeah. Yeah.
And that's all Bob's got to say of that.
Yeah, my thoughts on it. They're thirsty. Let's put it that way. They're thirsty.
Oh yeah, they're thirsty, all right.
God, aren't they thirsty? I filled it up around about 6 o'clock that evening that he came round, and I crawled to my pit around about midnight. And in that time, I'd gone through 3 tanks, and I was about a quarter of the way down the 3rd tank. So that's one thing I noticed. Second thing I noticed, as you know, I'm a mech man. I like my jennies, I like my bottom feeders, and that's what I'm used to, you know.
Yeah.
And I get my nice amount of flavour from them. With them, I mix my own juice, so I know the percentage of flavouring I like for my juices.
Yeah.
And when I put a juice in this one, excuse me, first off, I'm sucking on it. There's hardly any flavour on it at all. Seriously, hardly any flavour at all. You get a bit on the exhale, not much, and then you get a little bit as like an aftertaste. Now, whether it's because it's a gaping wide air hole in it, it's like a channel tunnel.
What was it you were saying to me the other day about that drip tip what come with it?
Well, yeah, it's the last time I see something that big, it was on the back of a Subaru. There's an exhaust in it. Bloody great thing. Anyway, so I've as you know, I'll mix me juice, and I tried a flavouring that I went a little bit over the top with, and it's got orange in it and ginger and caramel, and I thought, yeah, give it a go. I would put it in this, yeah, I can vape it in this, I can taste it in this. Not strong, but I can taste it. So I can get rid of 200ml with that, no problem. And the way this thing drinks the juice, I will be getting through 200ml in a couple of days.
So it won't take very long.
No, it won't. Apart from that, I had a slight accident with some 45mg. That went in it by mistake, and the room was going at warp speed, and I had 97 monitors. When I finally came back down to earth, I emptied it out and filled up with a weaker flavour, a weaker juice, let's put it that way. And I won't be doing that again. I don't recommend anyone do that. I really don't.
No, definitely don't fill it with 45mg juice, whatever you do.
No,
the disembodied voice of Matt is going to chime in now.
Hello, Matt.
Hello. No one can see me in chat. Hello.
Thank you, Matt.
I would like to ask you, Bob.
Go
on. Seeing as you are an aficionado of the Genesis atomizer and a self-confessed fan of the tight draw,
yes,
was it a complete shock putting the Atlantis to your gob and having a go?
Well, yeah, I had to open my mouth for a start. Get the bloody tip in there. I was never a direct lung inhaler when I smoked cigarettes. So doing it on these was a new experience. I've got to admit that. Yes, it was a shock to the system.
Okay. My other question is, have you tried tightening the draw up?
I have. I've had it on the tightest hole, and I've had it on the biggest hole. I've had it at full 30 watts on the iStick 30, and at the moment it's running at 25 watts on the 3rd biggest hole.
Okay.
That makes sense. It's got 4 holes in it, yeah.
And I know you've got another sub-ohm device there. I mean, how does that compare?
The other one I've got here is the Mini, the Sub-Tank Mini. Flavour blows the Atlantis out of the water.
Okay.
Without a doubt. Still not as good for me personally as my Genis.
Okay.
With this one, I've got the two big air holes on these, aren't they?
Yes.
And then you can go around to really tiny ones. I've got this running at 22 watts on a 0.5 ohm, and I've actually got a weaker flavoured juice in this that I can actually taste. I've had it in the Atlantis as well, and I can't taste it. It's a waste of time.
Have you tried the rebuildable deck on it yet?
Not yet.
That's a good question.
Not yet. I got it yesterday. Trevor dropped it off for me yesterday. So this is the first fill it's had in this today.
Okay.
So I've got to have a look at the deck. I haven't even got a clue what size wires on it, to be honest with it, or what the ohmage of the coil is on there.
Well, my advice would be to throw the coil that comes with it out. It's a good coil, don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong with it. But build something you're comfortable with.
Well, the wire I've got is 0.25 or 0.2.
Yeah, okay.
So
I use 0.3 on mine, so...
Yeah, but for something like that, if I'm going to go for the sub-ohm side of things, I'm going to need a thicker wire for a start, ain't I?
Well, here's the thing. I would be interested in you building it so it's not necessarily sub-ohm.
Then I'd need a pair of bellows up my backside to get a drawer out of it. Don't get me wrong. Like with the sub tank, you have got the small holes either side of it, and I can always stick my finger over one of them, to block it off even more. Even then, I'm finding an airy drawer on this.
Okay.
As I said to you earlier on, the Genesis that I've got and the bottom feeders I've got, they're all around about the 1 mil holes in them. So that's what I'm used to.
Yeah.
And to go from that to the tunnel size hole is a big difference. It is a big difference, and it's not drawing me to it. I'm not a convert in any way, shape, or form to it. It's a strange experience because I'm doing a direct lung inhale rather than a mouth to lung. But I'll give that a go. I'll take that coil off of there and I will do a normal 0.25 build that I do, like 0.2 cancel that I do, and see how that goes.
So we was talking earlier.
Interesting comparison.
We was talking earlier, Bob, about the fact you're quite fond of the scrape, were we not?
Absolutely.
So how about trying to build it like you built the scrape? That sort of coil.
Yeah, I can do one of them. That's not a problem at all.
I'd be very interested to know what you make of it, to be honest.
Yeah, I can do that. Yes, that can be for next week's show if you wish.
Well, it's not up to me, but...
Well, yeah.
Definitely.
Go for it.
This is the thing, you see, because...
I could do a build on I've not used a rebuildable deck on my sub-tank either yet.
Oh, there we go. You can both have a build-off. But this is what interests me. This is what interests me, right? Now, I myself gradually moved from using Genesis to more and more open drawers and whatever. It was never a cut from one and straight into the other. Now, what we've got here is the opportunity to have a snapshot of something happening.
Yes.
Yeah? So I think that's personally, I think that's quite interesting. And what I'll do now is I'll shut up and let you guys get on with your show.
Yeah, before you shut up, one thing I will say, I've had the Atlantis for just over a week now. And I've had the sub-tank for a day.
Yes.
The Atlantis is great for getting rid of juice that you've made up and is a little bit on the rank side. Because you don't taste it, you can get through it quickly. So I've now got a lot of free little 10ml sample bottles that I can try other juices with. As for the sub-tank, I'm enjoying it, but I wouldn't use it out and about.
Okay.
I went over to my brother-in-law's yesterday, and I took that and the Atlantis with me. Both were full, both batteries freshly charged, both iSticks charged. I was over there a couple of hours. I had to come home because I had to refill both tanks and charge both batteries. So I picked up my little squonking box that was already filled up with juice, put fresh battery in it, went back over, and I was there for the rest of the evening.
Okay.
You know, so I'd got through, 7, 8 mil of juice in a couple of hours, whereas on the other one, I've got through 1.5 mil, if that.
I mean, that is another point, actually. I mean, not only do they drink the juice, they also drink the batteries as well.
Well, yeah, that's down to the size of the coil in them. You know, these two are both running at 0.5. My normal coils I do are about 1.3, 1.4 ohm. So it's not vaporizing the juice like these are, for example.
Yeah.
I'm not putting through the wattage on my mech mugs that I am doing on these sub-ohm tanks. So yeah, there is that as well. But I do like Matt's idea with the building the deck with my normal wire and seeing how it goes there.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Give you my thoughts on it next week for that one.
That'll be quite interesting. Right. Anyway,
yeah.
I will now shut up.
Go on then. I understand why people use these. Don't get me wrong, I do understand it. But I was never one for big clouds anyway. When I was a smoker, I'd never go out of my way to make big clouds, you know.
Oh no, don't think I was either.
But the thing is, with these, it's unavoidable, really. If you're going to be doing the lung inhale with the air holes wide open,
yes,
and sort of 25 watt plus, then it's bound to happen.
Of course, it is, yeah.
You know, and I suppose I don't know. I just don't like drawing attention to myself in that way. I'm big, fat, and ugly as it is. I don't need any more bad publicity. You know, I've got to live with this. So, you know what I mean?
I don't know what to say to that, Bob. I really don't.
But at the moment, I'm still firmly in the dinosaur camp as opposed to the get with it crowd. You know.
But is there potential for you to evolve?
I don't know yet. I think it's going to be a case of watch your space, Keith. It's at the moment with these, I'm using these to try and find out why other people enjoy them so much. And for me personally, they're not working. Whereas I know for other people, they love them, and that's great. No problem with that at all. But for me, maybe I've been vaping on the kit that I've got for too long, and I'm so used to it.
Yeah.
I know its capabilities and how long roughly the batteries are going to last and that sort of thing. Whereas with this, it's 3 sucks, the tank's gone, and your battery's dead. So either I've got to carry 100 mil of juice with me everywhere I go, and
half a dozen batteries,
yeah, or stick with what I'm used to: one battery in the device, one in a case, and I'm happy. 10 mil in a bottle, job done.
Oh well, you're sticking with dinosaur status for the time being. Then.
For the time being. For the time being, but I can't see it changing in the near future. Let's put it that way.
Right.
Even though the sub tank is more enjoyable than the Atlantis, they've both got their pros and cons.
Well, we're going to have to take the next set of adverts now, Bob, and when we come back, let me pick this bottle here up. Here we go, people. Have a look at that. This is a mixed bottle of juice that you will see me making after the next set of adverts.
Joytech UK are proud sponsors of vapetrails.tv.
Healthy Vape, UK purveyor of e-cigarettes and e-liquids. Proud sponsors of vaping entertainment on Vapor Trails TV.
Oh yeah, it's only me, fresh from my travels to Vape Fest in Shrewsbury, and I'm going to be having a quick look at the DV mixing kit. Yes, don't go shocked, I am going to be getting into mixing. It might only be a quick mixing kit, but yes, I'm going to be getting into mixing. It only took 2.5 years, but I'm going to get there. Right, this is what I'm going to be looking at. This is the Decadent Vapors Quick Easy Mixing Kit, the Big Cloud Kit. This is what I'm going to be doing for you. This is going to be my first venture into mixing, actually. Never mixed before. This one's the Big Cloud base, and this is the Sarsaparilla is what I chose for the concentrate. So what I'm going to do, I know this is going to sound a bit silly, but this is what I'm going to do anyway. I'm going to go down and do a little close-up of what these two bottles actually are, give you, show you a bit more detail. And then I'm going to actually mix the two together. So yeah, going to do a bit of live, well, not live mixing really, but you know what I mean. Right, so see you in a second. Okay, so what you can see here, we've got the two bottles. This one here is the Big Cloud base. Now there's a space in the top of here for the concentrate to go in, basically. So really all I need to do is to tip this bottle into that bottle, give this a bit of a shake up, and hopefully I should have a juice to vape on. Now let's put this one out of the way for a minute. Let's have a bit of a closer look at this one. Now this is a 6mg base, VG obviously as it says there. Now I'm guessing there's 10ml of space in the top of that bottle. I've not opened it or anything yet. There's directions on the back there that basically say, open the bottle, decant the entire 10ml of your DV concentrate into the bottle, shake thoroughly. Well, that seems simple enough. Sounds good to me. That's if I can get it right. I mean, let's face it, if anybody's going to mess up putting one bottle into another and shaking it, it's going to be me. So yeah, that's that bottle. Put that one out of the way. Let's have a look at this one. And this one has got some, well, not really instructions, but it just says our moister mixers take great pride in concocting our flavours. In fact, we think they are unsurpassed, so fill up your pipe, close your eyes, draw deeply, and savour the purest flavour and the best vape that money can buy. Now I chose Sarsaparilla, if that's how you want to pronounce it. Sarsaparilla is the way I'd say it. Well, I'm common. It's got ingredients, directions, add to glycerin EP/propylene glycol EP according to taste. Suggested concentration 10 to 25%. Store in a dark and cool place for use in personal vaporizing devices. So I'm guessing this isn't exclusively for use with that. This is just a Decadent Vapors sarsaparilla concentrate. So yeah. So that is your two ingredients, shall we say, for this easy mixing kit. You put this one into that one, shake this one to death, And then you've got your mixed juice to vape on. So, can anything go wrong? Surely not. Well, this is me. Of course it can go wrong. Right, we'll come back up to me and see how it goes, shall we? Back in a minute. And we're back. Right, I'm sorry I can't see all of me, which is probably a good thing. But as you can see, I've just taken the top off the big cloud base. Now I need to take the plug out of the top of the bottle, which I have just successfully done. So we'll place that down. Now we need to take the sarsaparilla concentrate out. So I just break the seal on that. Sorry if you're not seeing some of this. I'm trying to keep everything on camera as best as I can. So we'll take that out of there. Okay. Now, all we need to do is squeeze that into there, which is what I am now doing. As you can probably hear by that noise, which most of us vapors don't like to hear, because that means your juice is empty. No, we don't like that noise. It means you've either got to go and find another bottle of juice to vape, or you've got to go and buy another bottle. Either way, it's not good. Let's just have a look, yes. That bottle is empty. I don't know if you can see that, but trust me, it's empty. Oops. Right, so put that plug back into that. Put the top back onto that bottle. And then we just sit here and shake it for a bit. I'll go away and come back when I've shook it a bit more. See you in a bit. And after much shaking, and the arm's killing me now, we hopefully have a complete bottle of juice. Take the top off and see if it smells anything. Smells quite nice. You're going to have to wait until I'm in the studio to vape it live. See you in a bit. Back to the studio. And we are back. I hope you enjoyed my little bit of shaking about there. Tristan's comment of looks like he's done that before. Maybe, you never know. Now, what I neglected to mention in that VT is that even though it says 6 milligram nicotine on here, what you've got to understand is that this is probably slightly stronger than 6 milligram nicotine. It's designed that way because it's diluted down by the flavouring that you add with the concentrate. So it's going to be slightly stronger than 6 milligram in this bottle, because when you add the concentrate into there, it's diluting that down to make it 6 milligram with the finished juice that's in there. So hope that makes it clear for you. Right, now, there is said finished juice. I've not vaped it yet, trust me on that one. Now I've got a temperature controlled coil in there that Ridian gave me at Vape Fest. So Ridian, thank you for that. So now I'm going to vape it. Here we go. Hopefully I'm not going to die. Here we go then. Actually, that's quite nice. Really like that. Yes, I like that. That's not bad actually. And I'm not dying. I'm not throwing up. I like it. Yes, I would buy another one of those and try different flavours actually. Nice.
So now you've had experience, Keith.
Yes, Bob.
First mixing.
Yes.
Would you get into mixing your own juice by not using a starter kit like that?
Well, to be honest, I'd probably do another maybe 2 or 3 of these first, you know, with different concentrates, try different flavours, see how I went with those. But I've always wanted to get into mixing properly. I mean, I've said to you and quite a few people that I want to get into mixing. I've been saying it for months, but I've never had the. I know it's a bit of a pun or whatever you want to call it, but I've never had the bottle to get into it.
It's a lot easier than you think.
Well, that's what everybody says. It's so easy to do.
One thing you will have to be aware of though is when you're mixing yourself, you will have a few disasters. Some of the juice will be a bit on the rank side. Let's put that mildly.
Well, I've got an Atlantis, Bob.
You so burn it off with that, mate.
Yeah. I can vape through it.
Yeah, but well done for doing the mixing.
Yes, I do. Seriously, I'm not telling lies, people. I'm not saying it just for the sake of it. I do actually like that. That is very nice. So if anybody's thinking of getting one of those, I can say sarsaparilla is a nice flavour. It's very nice indeed. Yes. I enjoy doing that. Made it very easy for me. It's a nice introduction for people to get into mixing.
Exactly. Those kits are brilliant for getting people into mixing. And, you know, you just find out how easy it is really at the end of it all. Yeah. The hardest thing is finding out what concentrates you want to go for.
So if you get into mixing properly, is that like the sort of concentrate that you'd buy?
Well, yeah, you can get the concentrates from Diva. We can get them all over the place.
But I mean, does it come in that same sort of bottle?
Yeah, 10 mil. You can get 10 mil bottle. 10 mil, 30 mil, 50 mil, 100 mil. Depends on where you go, how much you want to spend, and whether you like that particular flavour or not. You know, Dave Kitson, I think it is, that used to do his flavouring, what was it, DY4 by the litre. So, you know, he'd knock up 5 litres at a time or something like that. So, yeah, you can either buy the small 10 ml bottles, they're only cheap wherever you go, and do a selection of mixes, or you can stick with certain flavours you like and try and improve on them. You may want them a bit stronger, you may want them a bit weaker, and it's all trial and error.
Yeah.
But it's good fun. It's good fun. Make sure you got a clean desk, because it soon gets messy, mate.
Oh, I can imagine.
Yeah, it does.
And I'm aware that we are coming up to 10 minutes over time at the moment of what we were planning on doing. So, should we wind it up there, do you think, Bob?
That we can, mate. There's just one question I'll ask. I've just seen in chat from Brian Coe.
Yes.
Does the concentrate have PG in it already?
Let me have a look on the bottle. See if the ingredients are on it. Ingredients: food grade, water soluble, natural and nature identical flavour extracts and essences. Do not contain artificial colours or preservatives, nicotine free. It doesn't say.
Right. There you go.
So hopefully that answers your question, Brian. It doesn't actually say.
The disembodied voice of Matt is now coming back in again.
Hello, disembodied voice of Matt.
It is a PG. Most flavour concentrates, the vast majority are PG.
Are they?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Because, and it has been pointed out in chat, PG carries flavour a lot better than VG does.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, can you get VG flavourings?
It's possible. I don't have any myself, and I've never actually seen any for sale anywhere. Maybe I've not looked hard enough, but yeah, I've heard they exist, but I've never actually encountered them.
Uh-huh.
So there we go. I'll shut up again now.
And the disembodied voice of Matt has disappeared again. Right. Okay. I think we should wrap it up there then, Bob. We've gone over quite a lot today.
Okay then, mate.
Right. And that is our show for this week. Thank you very much for joining us, and we will be back again next week. So, say good night, Bob.
Good night, folks. Have a good one.
Yes. Enjoy the rest of your week. I think we should tell them what's on next week.
I'll leave that to you, mate.
Right, Monday there will be no show. Tuesday is Marco with Vapor Scene. Wednesday is some disembodied voice with a show called The Cave with Ridian Man, of course. Thursday will be two strange blokes with a show called The OldGits. And that will bring us back up to date, I think. Yes? Yeah, I think so. Right, so enjoy your weekend, and we'll see you again next week. Bye for now. Bye-bye. Say bye-bye, Bob.
Bye-bye, Bob.
See ya.